1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, I'm Amanda Nicely, Business Development Director at Lawrence Davis, who are bringing to you Chimneys Chats, which are informal episodes containing talks with business sector experts to share valuable knowledge, insight and hints and tips about their marketplace. We're here with Paul Davis, founder and MD of Brandmark Franchising based in Cheshire, who are a national and international franchising consultancy company. Paul, you're here today to talk about becoming a franchisor. Firstly, could you tell us a little bit about your experience and how you first came into the world of franchising?
Yes, my name's Paul Davis and I am a BFA accredited franchise consultant. My company's Brandmark Franchising, and my brand experience really involves many brands, 75% in the food and beverage sector and 25% outside of that. So the journey really started 30 plus years ago with Perfect Pizza, which then became Papa John's. I spent over 7 years with KFC, plus Haagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's, and some non-food brands such as United Carpets, Floors to Go, and I've worked UK and international. In 2014, I set up Brandmark Franchising, also known as BMF. So some of the clients you might know that I have worked with or am working with are Heavenly Desserts. You've probably seen many of those opening up over the UK. Africana Kitchen, who start in 2024 on international. Amigos Burgers and Shakes, Vino, VWNO. Endura Roses, already in the US. Rainbow International and Burger Drop in the Northeast. The raison d'etre, if you like, is about explaining the one-stop shop that Brandmark Franchising supply. So, your needs will incorporate financial, marketing, legal, site search and acquisition, funding, design, build, recruitment support, and we can supply all of those things. The initial intentions really was to bring small to medium-sized brands into the UK franchise market, get all of the collateral in place, and then take them over the whole of the UK, and eventually brands like Endura Roses, Heavenly Desserts, Africana Kitchen to the international market. My company also imports brands from the US and currently includes Hooters of America, Pro Camps, and a couple of beauty brands from Chicago.
Thanks, Paul. So what should a franchisor consider in the first instance?
So a great place to start really is ask yourself why you want to become a franchisor. I can tell you from experience, franchising and easy are not words you find in the same sentence. So consider a few things. Question yourself. Do I have a model that is replicable and viable? And what is my USP, my unique selling point? How can I use that to my advantage? Remember, this is a long-term venture. Get rich quick does not exist. Getting wealthy, though, in a number of years can be attained with sustained hard work, diligence, commitment, and sometimes courage.
And what typically makes a franchise fail?
Okay, so in my experience, coming in undercapitalized is number one. You know, you've got to hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Understand that in the early years, you're going to have a lot more money going out than coming in, and you need to be prepared for that. I've also seen brands fail because they've gone too fast, too quick. I could mention a dessert brand that I know going back to around the mid 2016 to 17, doing 33 stores in year one, nearly killed it off with so many failures, and it's never really recovered and stagnated. The other reason people fail is because they don't surround themselves with the best people available. They just go for the cheapest. Bad idea. Also, some franchisors can become too distant from their own franchise. Don't forget where your income comes from, the shop floor, and those interfacing with the income stream, the customer. Another failure will be caused by being inconsistent with your franchisees. For example, you have a stated royalty and marketing levy. Stick to it. You'll be asked by many, can you do a deal for me on this? The answer is no, no, and no. What you offer one, you must offer all. And lastly, having a model that is too inflexible. When Brandmark Franchising takes clients, we come away with 4 to 5 formats required. And, multiple revenue streams is a must. Remember, your job is to make your franchisees succeed. A different mindset, you see, is needed as a franchisor, and making your franchise succeed ensures your own success. A happy and successful franchisee is your best marketing tool, and it comes free.
So what should you look for in a good franchise consultant?
Okay. So a good consultant will firstly help you and talk to you about making an exit plan before you've even got going. They will help you create all of your collateral, which I've talked about. And a lot of the marketing we do is done through Lawrence Davis, based in Stoke-on-Trent. But we also use Horner Downey, who help us create generic financial models, short and long form. We also do territory mapping, operations manual, and general advice. Now, an even better consultant will take on the recruitment and collaborate with you, the franchisor, to drive growth, as BMF does so often. Collaboration, transparency in all cases, ethically creating sustainable new franchise models. She will also recommend you speak to any or all of his or her clients. As far as Brandmark Franchising goes, we're an open book. When you hire a consultant, finally, I would say look at what the consultant has done, not what they say they can do.
And what kinds of upfront and ongoing costs are involved?
Well, obviously, this is an extremely important part of it. Upfront costs will vary, but assuming you start from scratch with no franchise collateral at all, you're looking at circa £12,500 to £15,000. Ongoing costs, consultant costs on a monthly retainer, and monthly recruitment marketing costs. And remember this, it's better to just open 2 successful franchise stores in year 1 than open 10 with some of them failing. Total success of your franchisees is your goal. So I would say each case on its merits, but if you had a development plan something like this, you probably wouldn't go too far wrong. Year 1, 2 to 3 stores. Year 2, 4 to 5. Year 3, 7 to 8. Year 4, 10 to 12. And year 5, 15 per annum max.
To summarise, what can a franchisor do to ensure long-term growth?
Yeah. So within this section, I just want to explain why good is the enemy of great and why brands get stuck around the 30 to 50 store mark, I find. Well, some of those reasons are complacency from the franchisor, hubris, remember Gerald Ratner, self-satisfaction of having a growing franchise. Perhaps you choose to diversify your business too early. Your own drive dwindles, maybe, when you have a business worth £10 million or more, and it's sometimes hard to drive, but you must. Use and retain a top consultant, one that can detect that maybe complacency is setting in. She will help keep you on track. Someone who is strong enough to sometimes tell you what you may not want to hear. Make sure you're setting yourself annual targets. Keep involved with everybody within franchising. The BFA do some very good work, and I would recommend that you look into joining it. Plus, good ideas can come from anywhere. Keep innovating, and that means new products, new designs, new marketing avenues. And if you want to go international from around 20 stores onwards, I would say you'd have enough revenue coming in to contain the ups and downs of doing this. Just in finality, overall, being a franchisor is a big responsibility. Whatever decisions you make in growing and developing your franchise, consider what this looks and sounds like to your franchisees. You need to understand those responsibilities and respond. Be and remain strong, and often having a partner in your business helps share the load.
I would like to thank Paul for this extremely interesting insight into the lucrative world of franchising. To find out more about Brandmark Franchising, you can visit their website www.brandmarkfranchising.co.uk or simply search for Paul Davis on LinkedIn. If you've enjoyed this episode, please leave us a like or share on social media and visit our website www.lawrencedavis.co.uk to find out how we can help you to podcast to ultimately engage with your target audience, increasing your brand awareness. Thanks again for your time, and chat again soon.